Hey y'all, my name is Bridget M. Finley and I'm a practicing witch of over 20 years, a witchy author and an amateur vlogger coming to you from a little teeny tiny town tucked into the beautiful hills of good old Oklahoma in the USA. So welcome to my virtual cottage. Come on in and sit down a spell while I share some protective hearth magic that might just come in handy this October. These are the kind of things witches have trusted for generations, and they're simple enough to fold into our modern lives while the leaves turn and the veil grows thin around us. By the end of this video, you'll have a handful of charms to keep your home, your heart, and your spirit safe this season. The first thing is a threshold salt sweep. Every witch knows the doorway is a sacred liminal space. When you sprinkle a little salt across your threshold and sweep it outward, you're not just cleaning, you're cleansing. You're pushing away envy, gossip, and wandering spirits. It's a quiet ritual of boundaries, and on these Oklahoma porches with the red dirt blowing in, it feels natural to sweep what doesn't belong back into the wind. Next up, you're going to keep some iron by your door. Iron has long been called the witch's metal because it's strong enough to turn aside curses or fairy mischief or the evil eye. A horseshoe above your front door was once the most common charm, but I like keeping an old skeleton key right by the entrance too, or maybe an old nail or railroad stake. They're both small and ordinary, yet strong enough to hold the line between what belongs inside and what should stay out. On that note, a black candle nightlight for when the sun dips behind my beautiful purple hills. I love them so much, but I light a black candle in my window. Witches have always used them to absorb negativity and to guard the home, so I like to whisper, "Only kindness may cross this threshold," as I set the tone for the night with mine, and when I blow it out before bed, it feels like closing and locking the gate. Next up is a jar of thorns. Protective jars and jar spells go back centuries, which is filled in with all kinds of things, but a simple jar of rose thorns and salt and intention does the trick today. Sitting quietly on a shelf, it looks like autumn decor, but it works like a silent guardian, a gargoyle, catching negativity before it can find its way to you. To sort of catch the bad vibes in an energetic spider web like protective knotwork does. Knots hold power too, and witches have always tied them to bind anything from bad weather to bad people, but also to seal blessings and to protect. A simple length of red string has always worked for me, and 3 knots, protection, safety, peace. It becomes a pocket talisman. Just like your little crystal buddy, crystals are great for protection. Stones are allies of the earth. Black onyx by your front door, it keeps bad energy from crossing the threshold. Amethyst on your nightstand will guard your dreams and calm your mind. And clear quartz will amplify all the protections that you've already got set. Humming quietly in the heart of your home can be rose quartz, for love is the most powerful protective magic of all. Your love that you delicately weave into all of these spells. Anything like sweeping. The broom has always been more than just a tool for dust, which is swept not only to clear the floors, but the energy. So when you start at the back of the house and sweep towards the door, whispering peace and protection here, you're driving out the heaviness with every stroke. It is housework turned spell work, simple and effective, magic in the mundane. But the magic doesn't always feel so mundane to me. Witches know that light itself can be protective. Having a sun catcher in your window and it catches the day's sunlight or the moon's beams as it scatters through every room, and every glimmer is like a tiny shield, breaking up heavy energy before it has a chance to settle on in, making your whole house sparkle. We'll let it sparkle, we'll let it tinkle, we'll let it twinkle. I like to also hang up some wind chimes. Bells and wind chimes have long been known in folk magic to drive away mischief and evil spirits, and so every time that good old Oklahoma wind picks up, these chimes just sing for me, and I feel like my house is ringing with protection. It's beautiful and practical, a melody that keeps the peace. And one more thing that I wouldn't want to forget before we go is don't forget to put your October simmer pot on, because nothing feels more like a witch's kitchen than a pot bubbling on the stove. I like to fill it with some moon water and cinnamon sticks, orange peels, rosemary, cloves, and just let it simmer on low, filling the house with that delicious October scent. It's not just cozy though. It is a protective veil that seeps into every room. And when the steam rises, so does the magic. These small acts of protective magic that you can weave into your October, know that you are powerful, you are wonderful, and you are divine. And may the magic of October guard you well. Blessed be y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.